Hey guys, how you guys been doing? It's your boys in here and welcome back to our newest Pokemon Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby Wi-Fi Bell. This time we got ourselves a match, a mixture match coming from PU to the Uber tier. Very interesting, against the myth, the legend, well not really myth, but you guys know him, TheKillerNacho. He's been, well, not really an inspiration. Let's just say that I used to watch TheKillerNacho as well as a couple of the old school guys, and he's back and he's been killing it ever since. So go check him out. But you guys probably know the name TheKillerNacho. He's been here in the community since 2007, then you must know his name. But anyways, with that being said, let's go right into it. I was expecting him to kinda lead with Mega Kangaskhan, but Fake Out is very easy. It's just a no-brainer, to be honest. And with this, he can scout whether or not this is a Zork or an Ex-Cavalier. Now, one part of me was thinking I should lead with Zork, but then again, Mega Kangaskhan can Fake Out and it can just ruin my disguise, probably even destroy my illusion while at it. So I decided, you know what, this time I will not lead with Zork. I'm just gonna have an Ex-Cavalier and playing it safe with a Mega Horn very early. But while I did watch TheKillerNacho a lot, it's been a while since I really watched him lately, and I still need to get kind of comfortable with his playing style. So he's playing it safe right now with Intimidate. Mega Horn manages to miss, wouldn't do much with the resistance, and Intimidate cut my attack, but it would still do some damage, and you never know when that damage can actually come in handy. But either way, I switch out to Meowstic. He's expecting the T-Wave. I have to play it safe. It's very early. That is a Dragon Dancing Gyarados, and I have to slow it down. It's got too much speed, too much raw string behind it, and I know I can take a +1 waterfall while at it, as well as putting the Reflect on top. But he does switch out to Claydol, immunity to the likes of T-Wave, and takes it really well. Puts up the rocks, which is kind of bad because Charizard is around, and I didn't really think too much. I just picked my Mons as well as he picked his Mon. This is like a fun match, while still bringing in some Ubers like Arceus, for example, making it well, basically a slaughter. But this is not Arceus, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Zork, as I managed to miss my Focus Blast. Now, don't quote me on this, what I'm about to say, but I think this Focus Blast was actually choice specs. So I managed to miss twice. You guys know how Focus Blast works. It manages to miss more than it manages to hit. But missing it twice is sorta bad. It's very unfortunate on my behalf because this Rapier could have been standing quite crippled. Maybe not dead if he was a Salt Vest, but he would have definitely been significantly crippled to a degree where anything else could have killed it, like a Meowstic with Psychic and so forth. So that is sorta bad. But anyways, I switch out to my Sceptile, thinking, you know what, I'm just gonna be playing it safe right now with a Giga Drain. I know he's not gonna stay in, but in case he doesn't switch out to Meganium and switches out to Gyarados, and he does switch out to Gyarados, he does make that middle play known that Gyarados does possess some good special defense. But I did not expect this. While I'm still kind of tempted to go for the Leaf Storm to finish this bastard off. Gyarados is such a bastard. You guys know this as much as I do. It's such a potent Pokemon, especially defensively speaking, and I have to finish it off. But luckily he does switch out. Prevail, kind of avoids the attempt of me killing it off by switching out to Meganium. And by this point I was like, Meganium walls me. And TheKillerNacho was saying, what do you mean? You got the Excavalier, you got Arceus, I got all this thing Charizard, which is even Charizard X, and all these things. But I was like, I thought, for later. Meganium just walls me. But anyways, you're gonna see, it's a little bit funny. Anyways, I switch out to Excavalier. He does go for Lead Seed. He knows I have to switch out. There's really not much I can do with my Sceptile, especially with -2 special attack. I could have probably like PP stall myself, and I cannot even take. While I was kind of expecting like Toxic or something, but Lead Seed is sort of even safer in this case. As I do expect him to switch out to Gyarados, I kind of want to get rid of some leftovers or some sort of item that his team possesses. In other way, it's a win-win situation. Outside of him switch out to Mega Kangaskhan, but he doesn't, and Mega Kangaskhan cannot really go one-on-one against me. Well, he could have switched out to it to kind of preserve the item, and then knowing I cannot knock off again, not risking it. But he switches out to Gyarados, well, still does a significant amount of damage. I managed to get rid of his leftovers, which is very great. And just trash those leftovers into the trash, and you just don't pick those up, Gyarados, anymore. You nasty son of a bitch. But anyways, Gyarados, with his open mouth, he's definitely thirsty for the kill. As he does go for the taunt, he's trying to taunt me. with his non-existing fingers, it's still working somehow. He's making those facial taunts. He's not, you know, showing me the middle finger. That's what I'm trying to say here. As I do go for the Sahik, trying to finish him off, but you guys very much know this. With that lead seed support there, it manages to survive. And there is where that Mega Corncraft comes in handy. Then again, I believe Gyarados did go up to max HP at some degree, so I actually take that back. Still, anyways, I'm switching out to Sceptile, expecting him to either go for the Waterfall again. With Reflect, I can take that. I was still kind of fearing the first time for the Ice thing, but at the same time, if he expects another Psychic and switches out to Claydol, it's a win-win situation. So in either way, it's great. But of course, he's got a perfect shutdown Mon in cases like this, which is a Meganium. To make stuff worse, this is not even Hidden Power Ice, it's actually Hidden Power Rock, for the old time's sake, when I seem to use this Mon against Moltres and so forth. So this is kind of bad. This really does reveal that this is a black and white Sceptile that I'm running here. Probably a smoking set, so nothing really special. As I switch out to Bahamut, as he does go for the Toxic and ruins my Bahamut completely. I don't like getting poisoned because it's really kind of crippling me down, and now I cannot even switch in one more time. I got that random HP number to switch him in one more time, but in this case it's just not gonna happen because that HP number has been ruined by the poison, and now I'm pretty much in a position where I just have to Mega Evolve and just go as much damage as I can. As he does switch out to Gyarados, gets that Intimidate on me, but honestly, it's not gonna matter. At the remainder of HP he's at, he's gonna go down, and he does have that Mega Kangaskhan at his disposal to finish me off. Either way, it's a win-win situation for him. While I will still take down one of his Mons, he has to switch out. Mega, you know, basically Charizard. You just have to, you know, if Charizard is a wall breaker to a certain extent, you don't know what it is, and this thing can even go mix. So in other way, he had to play it safe by sacking his Gyarados off, and he does switch out to Mega Kangaskhan and decides to go for the fake out, which is gonna be just enough with a poison, ladies and gentlemen, just enough to finish me off. But then again, he does review, you know, he did have Sucker Punch. He has to have Sucker Punch on this for double priority, so in either way I would have been destroyed. No matter what. I didn't run Roost, sadly enough. I had all-out offense with a Dragon Dance and I believe a Substitute. But anyways, he's gonna go for a Power Punch. I switch out to Scavalier because I need to dish out damage. I need to take this Mon down to a degree where I know... Well, actually, hasn't this Mon been damaged? Yeah, it will be damaged in a matter of seconds here. This is the number where Extreme Speed +2 from the likes of Arceus can finish him off. So this is very, very important, because while my Mons are going down, he's got still 3 or 4 Mons left. It's all about Arceus late game sweep. So I'm switching out to Arceus right now, ladies and gentlemen. He's got Claydol, he's got Kangaskhan, he's got Meganium, and I believe that's about it. I believe Gyarados has been taken away, which means the Intimidate, it's not in play anymore. I'm gonna play with some swords right now with a Sword Stance. And he's gonna go for the Sucker Punch. I managed to... actually, he did Sucker Punch first. I expected that, but then I make a misclick. A huge misclick by going for Earthquake instead of Extreme Speed. Extreme Speed was a no-brainer. Even Rapier comes in, I can finish him off with Earthquake afterwards, and only racking up the Life Orb damage. But the reason I'm saying this was a huge misplay is because Sucker Punch, you know, Extreme Speed outspeeds Sucker Punch, and first time making a smarter move manages to avoid the Sucker Punch. Then I made a very big misplay, a misclick to be honest. It wasn't really a misplay, it was more like a misclick, and that decided to be a bit of a bummer, because that Sucker Punch damage did way too much to me, where Rapier could have easily finished me off. Then again, with all this Life Orb and all this damage, I think Rapier could have finished me off at some degree anyways. But still, it could have been that my Sceptile, well not Sceptile, Arceus was still around for the upcoming Pokemon that he may possess, like a Claydol. But I believe Claydol can take a +2 as well, so... in general, speaking from a bigger perspective, and not to mention he's got Salamence, yeah, my Arceus would have been taken down at some degree. Anyways, Hidden Power Rock does a considerable amount of damage after me finishing off his Rapier, thinking he's probably just gonna stay in. At that point, he's not gonna be playing any more games. As this, of course, reviews, he's not Hidden Power Ice. I don't know why he actually switches out to Salamence, because I did review Hidden Power, but then again, it did do neutral on the Meganium, so actually I take that back. He was fully aware that it's not Hidden Power Ice. As I switch out to Meowstic, it's Meowstic against Salamence, Claydol, and that wallish Meganium, ladies and gentlemen. Go for the T-Wave right here, trying to paralyze it. 25%, yes, we get it. So that kind of makes up for that Focus Blast miss to a certain extent. And, you know, it's kind of fun. You know, it's kind of fun to kind of balance things out. Gonna go for the Psych right now, and I managed to break this Salamence down. So she's gonna take, you know, all the glory and go away. As Claydol is gonna come in, gonna put up my Farm Reflect, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna show you right now the power that is Reflect. Max defensive, bold nature. As you guys see, my Mon does have some hair, but it's a little bit of hair. It's still bold nature. And look at this, 1 HP survival. That is 250 if I'm not mistaken. And considering my HP, if I'm not mistaken, that was a 32 HP damage. I'm gonna go for T-Wave here. I have to check out Meowstic's HP because I kind of forgot how much HP I got left on this, because it is incredible. It truly is. Giga Drain 181. That means that we can probably take about 5 to 6 explosions from the likes of Claydol. That is 250 multiplied by 6. We're talking like over 1,400. I'm pretty much just talking through my head right here, but that is insane. That is legitimately insane. Ladies and gentlemen, use them screens, because it makes stuff like Meowstic, which is not known for its like enormous bulk, still incredibly bulky, and that is insane. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much to TheKillerNacho for having this match with me. It was fun, and yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourself. Till next time, peace.